welcome to Cricket's training lesson. Cricket's done really well. I've seen her come out of her shell a lot over the last 2 weeks. She definitely gets excited when she sees new people, new dogs. I think that she's not so happy excited as being a little cautious, so we want to make sure we keep socializing her, we keep creating good positive experiences when she's meeting other dogs. We don't want to force her to get too close. We want to let her come around on her own time. So I think it's great that you have older, calmer dogs that she's going to be hanging out with. I have a pretty wild crew that is here, and she tolerates them. Like, she is around them. She doesn't really want to play and engage too much that way, but she's fine just hanging out with them. And she does not bark at them anymore. She did when she first got here, but now she's good. When she first got here, she was snapping at them. And to me, that is very fear-based, and it's just trying to keep them away. So keeping that in mind when you introduce her to new dogs, give her time to warm up and give her space, and you can slowly let them come a little closer and then give them space again. And Emily can help you work on that with the actual other dog on helping her warm up to them a little more smoothly. So when you are out walking or in the office and other people and dogs come in, right now it's a lot about teaching her to focus on you, right? So some things we can work on is having her do a touch, or having her do a watch me, or the park it when there's new things in the environment. We can reward those behaviors, but another thing we can reward is if she just looks at the thing and doesn't react, right? So maybe she sees another dog, but she doesn't start barking or growling. You can reward that behavior. You can totally put a treat in her mouth. You can praise her for it. Good girl, she's right here. Girl. You can reward her for making the right choice, which is just to observe, the new thing in the environment. So working on all these behaviors, they work on self-control. We're working on teaching her to be calm, to be still, right, girl? Touch. Good girl. Touch. Good girl. And she's just a talker anyway. She is. She's a natural talker. So we'll go ahead and go into the training. So some of this is stuff you've already worked on. Some of this is a little bit newer. Turning down my music. So I'll just go through the basics with her. So we worked on Watch Me. Watch Me is a very easy cue, but it is one that can make a huge difference for her. Because if she's looking at you, she's not looking at the other things in the environment. So, Cricket, watch me. Yes. So when she looks up and gives me eye contact, I can yes and treat her. So right now I'm treating most of the behaviors, but as she gets better, we can start to combine the behaviors and do maybe a watch me, sit down, stay for one treat, okay? Instead of every little thing getting a treat. But when you guys first come home and you first start working with her, I want you to be rewarding fairly frequently, using good treats that she likes. When you are out walking, or maybe at the office, you could use string cheese. This is a very high paid reward for her. And then she liked pepperoni. She liked any of the meaty, stinky treats. She did not really like any of the dry, crunchy treats. So, okay. Watch me. Yes. So the hand cue is fist to chin. We're just looking that she looks up at us and she can hold her focus. Now, if we were outside, I might reward her for just glancing at me really quickly, where as we're in the house, distractions are lower, I can go for more duration. So watch me. Yes. It's a very little move, but it's just eye contact. Okay. So we've done the sit and the down a lot, which I know you guys are used to that. So sit. Good girl. Down. Yes, that was very nice down, so I'm going to go ahead and reward. Okay. We've also added a stand into the warm-up cues here. So a stand is her going from a sit position or down position into standing on all fours. So it can be great if you need to wipe her paws, if you need to brush her, but it's also a behavior in between the sit and the down, because what happens a lot of times is we ask for the sit and then we always ask for down. So you'll start asking for the sit and your puppy's just gonna lay down. So we want to throw a stand in there occasionally to make sure she's paying attention to what we're asking. So the hand cue is a flat palm going from her nose into you. Okay, Cricket, stand. Yes. So I'm yesing right when those hips go up. Good girl. Okay, Cricket. Sit. Good girl, down. Good girl. Watch me. Stand. Yes. Okay, so there I had her do several cues for the one treat. Okay, Cricket. Good girl. Sit. Watch me. Stand. Yes. Good. I'm gonna reward her in this stand. So her little nose is down here. She's not quite ready for me to do the cue from up here, so I'm keeping it closer to her nose. So just a reminder, so we're gonna watch me, sit, down, her stand, good, touch, touch, good girl, touch. Yes, okay, so she is very open mouth touching. It's okay for right now, but as you're working with her, warm up and take anything, but then I want you to start to get selective about what you'll take for touch, because I don't want her doing this open mouth touch. I would like her to close her mouth. So as you're practicing, you can start only saying yes and treating when it's a closed mouth on you. So I'm gonna be selective and just show you touch. Yes, so that was a nice little nose bump. Good. Cricket. Cricket, touch. Now, so that was an open mouth. Cricket, touch.
Oh.
Touch, yes, sort of. She just gets so excited that she starts coming open mouth. Ready, touch. Yes, that was much better. So as she gets better at her cues, you can start to pick and choose which ones you want to reward. So you go, I'm only going to reward touches that are closed mouth, or I'm only going to reward a sit if it's really fast and you do it the first time I ask. Right, so as she gets better, you start to only take the best versions of a behavior. Good girl.